All right. Just getting this one prepared too. I don't really know what I'm doing with this one, to be honest. I just need to get a magnet in here so it'll stay in place. All right, get the first one in there. This is not wanting to. This might be a little harder. I have an idea. It'll be a little easier than doing all this. What's up, Wolf Commander? Gonna be painting this one up. I gotta go grab some clips. You know, I got some new clips. Pretty good, buddy. I'll show you what I just got done painting. You might have already seen it actually, but one of these, well, actually more than one, but I need to grab my clips and we're going to wrap this bait up. I don't normally wrap them up, but with this fabric, I think that's going to be the easiest thing. Dude, that color's sweet. All right, first and foremost, welcome in, everybody. First and foremost, I just want to point out this says 6, and there are 6, but it sure looks like there's only 4. But there are 6. We're going to try this instead of this and hoop today. Hoop works great. This fabric's a little too bendy for it. And we're just going to be going along the center line anyway, so I don't really need the entire bait. See if I can get it in here the way I want it. 4 years now. As for like carving them, I guess I'm technically on my first ever year. But painting, I've been painting for quite a while now. Bear with me, I'm getting these clips on here. My personal favorite, dude, I really like the Lucky Craft 1.5 square bill. That blank is very good. Almost got too much. Where's my scissors at? Sorry for all the difficulty right now. What's your go-to lure? I need to cut this down because it's way too big. I really only probably need a spot about that big right here. Go right here. Welcome in, everybody. Double tap the screen, subscribe to the page, and start doing a little more stuff on YouTube. Those are good, especially this, you're getting to the time of the year where those are going to be really good. I don't really fish with them too much, but I know quite a lot of people have a lot of luck with them, especially in the summer. Now that should fit my needs a little better. That's not perfect, but I'm only needing the center line, so. I'll be working on my carved ones later today. In the meantime, I'm doing this. You know what, dude? I'm done doing this. We're just going to put it on the stand or hold it up against the embroidery hoop. PB Bass. I caught a really nice one last year. I'm going to say it was like 6.5. Now this is risky, doing what I'm doing right now, but I'm kind of getting tired of messing with that. So I'm not wanting too much. This should get the job done. Pretty close to what I was wanting. What's your best bass, dude? No kidding. I'm really just trying to focus on that center line. You'll see why here in a second. Because we're just going to make the top of this black. Because I have something in store for this. How big was it? Okay. Now, we're going to do some silver along the top edge. I thought these clamps were gonna be good. They're not. They're not. We're gonna do some silver along that top in the scale pattern. Holy cow, dude. That is a dang good bass. That's a really good bass. I mean, that is the actual definition of a giant. You hear people say giant all the time. It's like 6 pounds. That is a monster. Yeah, I'd keep that spot a secret. I wouldn't tell anybody about where you caught that at. That one would be going to the grave with me. Do some silver now. Not too much. Just along the top here. Gives a little bit of a flash almost. Fishing lure. That adds a little more color to it. We're going to go ahead and do silver on the back. Now, I have an idea. I'll go ahead and do this all backwards, and I think I did. Monster pike. It's one thing I want to go fishing for. Pike. I've never gone fishing for pike. Okay, where's the tiger stripes? Here we go. Too short. And I'll probably do one at a time on these. I'm just winging it right now. If you're wondering what I'm painting, I couldn't tell you. Just trying some new stuff. Trying to play with some colors that look cool. Probably hit these first 2 tiger stripes. Gives it some decent contrast. And I know I did the silver on top. I'll probably do black again. Which ones did I use on this? I could see it. I'm painting fishing lures, brother. Go to my page. I have a few videos, kind of just getting started out on YouTube. I do a bunch of stuff on Whatnot. But I do a lot of live painting. That's what I'm doing today. Now, I'm going to incorporate this a little better because I didn't plan on doing that. I think we're going to do the black again. Forget about the silver. It is what it is. Favorite movie? I don't really watch movies, dude. I don't really watch movies. Yeah. I really like No Country for Old Men. That's a good movie. Or Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? That's a good one. We're saying forget the silver. We're going to go back to black. Put some shift over it, so it'll be all right. Why am I doing this? Because it'll fade these tiger stripes out a little bit. You want them to pop, but you don't want them to stand out because they don't look right the way they are now. By adding some black over it, at least gives it a little more depth. Now we're going to add some shift over it. Now I really like This particular one, the orange violet. It looks really good with these colors. If you look at the back now, it has some shine to it. It doesn't really do a very good job capturing the shine on here. So, number one's done. You got a purple tiger with blue stripes. Now, I've had a lot of requests for pink. Someone's taking a pink shad, pink back shad. Not completely pink. It's going to be silver. Thank you for the like, everybody. It does a lot to help the channel. Working on growing it, slowly but surely. All right, we got the silver down. We're going to do a pink back. In a very hot pink back. That pink isn't open yet. There we go. I'll give you an idea. That's the pink we're using. I'm doing that so that this pink kind of fades down into the silver bit. All right. Now we're going to do black. And I'm going to put some scales on this one. Let's hit it with the hair dryer, otherwise it's going to smear the paint. That adds a bit of scaling. Do the other side now. I know. I've moved up in the world. It's got to be Chris. I don't know who else that'd be. Okay, I was going to say. Has to be. Moved up from Whatnot. The thing is, dude, I was kind of tired of painting. And I don't really feel like sanding those balsa right now. So I go live. Kind of like a pink flash shad. I know. I almost have to the point where I'm done with, what is it? 15 of them. So this isn't my typical shad. Typical shads. Typical? That's right. I don't know why that sounds weird to me. Shad stencil, but it's working. Shad dot. What I have right now. This is just one I cut out. It's Mylar. You'll have to message me after this. It's like 4 mil Mylar, I'm pretty sure. This thing already looks really good. Red? Should I do a... Yeah, I got to do a red gill plate. I was going to do a black gill plate. But... And I got some red that's not as dark. Or do I keep up with the... Nah. What about red? This red. It's not really very... Oh, that's not even red. I wonder why it doesn't look red. Where is it? There it is. No, it's not. I've lost the red paint I want to use. You know what? I guess I don't have a choice. I'm using this red. You double tap the screen, subscribe to the channel. If you like painting videos, what I do, fellas. What I do. Thank you, brother. Now, would it be dumb to put some light yellow on the belly? Sounds good, brother. Probably just hit this one with a shift and move on. I got a particular one I'm wanting to use right now, though. I got a pink one. There it is. Spray this over top of it. It's red and gold, but kind of shows up more pink. See, I don't know if you could see. It's that right there. Give you an idea of what that does. So here's the side with it. I don't know if I can get a good video of it. It has, if you really focus up here on the top, it kind of goes to gold and green. Now, if you look at this side, you can see the difference in shimmer. Welcome in, everybody. Tap the screen. Make sure you subscribe for more painting videos. Here you go. You can really see it right there. Now, the key to this is to not load it up. And that's exactly what I'm doing. But it really, I wish I could show this. You can kind of see that green and gold shimmer. Makes it look more like a fish. All right, I got to go grab another blank. Give me like 20 seconds. I'll be right back. And we'll get another one painted. All right, we're back. I grabbed the blank. Now, what do I want to paint this as? Maybe a crawl. I think we'll do a crawl on this one. So maybe I haven't done a hot pink crawl in a while. Be fun to do. Paint it solid black. I can do it black. You've asked, you shall receive. We're going to start by painting it solid black, but you have to stick around because it's not just going to end up black. Ask and you shall receive, brother. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. This is something I've been wanting to do all week, actually. And you just reminded me of it. A black and blue. A black base. A black and blue crawl. Okay, got the black down. I might hit it a little more just so it's completely black. All right. Now, let's get some blue. Now, here's the hard part. Baby blue, sky blue, or regular blue. I'm going to do sky blue because it's going to pop. Before we do that, though, I need a piece of paper. And I need my scissors, which I'm not too sure. There they are. Found them. That was easy. Now, you make this into a crawl. Perfect. Ooh, that looks good. That's got a ton of pop. Now we're gonna do the other side. Then we're gonna paint the back. Do a quick up and down with that blue on the back. We're gonna do some white dots. I've had a lot of luck with solid black, personally. Black and blue. Depends on what you're fishing for. Black and blue is like one of the best mixes for largemouth. Like I really like the Senkos with the blue tail. Yeah, if you just did solid black, I agree. Like there has to be something else. When you add the blue though, it gives that contrast. Now I don't know how much fish, like bass, for example, they don't see how we see, but the black and blue gives it a ton of contrast. I gotta clean my needle off. And that's what they do see. I'm not gonna sit here and claim to know what fish like, don't like, but I know that I I'm a big fan of, like, I love crankbaits, but there's some lakes around me. I always love taking a black and blue Cinco, that or watermelon red. That's my other favorite, and throwing them into the trees. That's where I've caught my best fish. Give that a second to dry. You know, you're the first person that I've heard say black and blue for crappie, other than myself. Black and blue for crappie is phenomenal. Sorry, my dang stand was falling down. Hopefully that stays up now. Now we're going to do a quick up and down on this. I'm actually going to hit the sides, kind of bring that blue down a bit. You did. Dude, that is how crappie are. You find one, you found them all, especially if they're schooled up. Been doing a lot more live shows on here instead of Whatnot. I just like it on here more. Don't feel inclined to sell stuff. People can still give input and whatnot. I actually encourage the input. Everybody join, make sure you double tap that screen. Does me a solid. Boost the channel up a hair. So if you can message me on Facebook, but also Whatnot. I run weekly shows on there, and that's another good spot. If you're wanting something specific, message me on Facebook. It's Minmo Tackle across the board for every platform. If you don't have Facebook, you can message me on Instagram, wherever. Yeah, that's why I'm doing this. I was gonna start sanding the ball set. I'm like, dude, I really don't want to right now. So I'll save that for this evening. This needs more white. It is way too thin. But I did get. Oh my gosh. Well, forgot there wasn't a lid on that. I did get 15 of them shaped up last night. Now I'm going to finish getting the contour tonight and get them dipped in polyurethane. And I should have them ready, hopefully at least a couple for Friday. And Whatnot, dude, Whatnot's all over the place. I love it some days. I don't like it others. But if you're already on there, you can follow me on there. It's Minmo Tackle. Done quite a bit of selling on there. What's up, Dale? This paint was a little too thin, so I put a little more white in it. And what we're going to do, add some white dots throughout here. This paint is like, I'm not even too convinced this is paint. It's like super thin. It's like almost straight, almost straight reducer. Let's see if that did anything to help. I mean, what in the world is going on with this? There we go. Now we're getting some white. Oh, dude, I'm an idiot. My white was sitting over here. I don't know what that was. I need to throw that away. It looks like reducer mixed with white, but I put way too much reducer in it. But here's the white. I was looking all over the place. Let's see how this is spraying. Oh, yeah. Throw that other one in the garbage. I'm going to be putting some more videos on my page, kind of giving some more tutorials. I got one planned for this evening on how to get better with control. But the main thing I'd tell you is you just got to keep after it. I mean, it takes a long time to get really good at it. Like, I would say, like a lot of people think that I'm good at drawing or whatever. I'm not. I almost have better control because you get to a point when you're doing it so much that it's just like using a pen. And I've gotten to the point now where I can control it very well, which unfortunately took a lot of. For every good lure that comes out now, there's probably two or three that were not so good. Wish that would focus a little better so you could see it. Oh, there you go. That white really takes it to the next level. So what we're going to do, I don't want to add more dots, otherwise it'll take away from the other dots. I'm going to make this eyelet white and probably put some black eyes. Now we got the other side. People have been asking about crawls. So I'll get back to painting them eventually, and here we are. No, all those are going to be fairly shallow running. I'll probably get around at some point to making a deeper one, especially with summer coming up. Those, the last time I took those out, I was getting them consistently. Now at a certain point, you just can't see them, so it's hard telling. But I was getting, I'd say, at least 5 to 6 feet, which is pretty good. They had really good movement. I'm thinking if I got to play with the bill angle a little bit. It's actually just polycarbonate. I think I got a bag. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be putting these on those, but I have some pre-cut ones. Now, these are like musky bait size. I do have some. I think it's Lexicon. What is it? How do you say it? Lexan. I do have some of that I ordered, but I'm burning through the pre-built ones I have now. And then once I get through with those, I'll start cutting my own. It does. I didn't even think about that. It really looks like the lips that are on that Ellen hammer I got. Of course. This is an airbrushing if water's not flying out, is it? I miss winter training. If you message me on Whatnot, I run shows every Friday. That'll be the best chance to get them. That's a good idea because I something that thin, dude. You can almost cut it out. I don't know if you have a Cricut or not, but that's almost something that Cricut could probably cut. So that's the thing. If I'm going to do it, I want something that it can really be easy. Like that's the one nice thing about just ordering the bills. They're the same. Now there's ways. to do it and save money. You know, I'm kind of sounding lazy right now. All right, so there's the blue crawl. That's what I'm saying. But you save so much money if you do it. That's the unfortunate thing. Nice black and blue crawl. All right, I got 4 more sitting right here. I'm trying some different stuff. I bought a scroll saw and it works pretty good. I need to get a bandsaw, dude, because scroll saw's nice for cutting balsa. Anything else, that thing's almost useless. Yeah, it goes in and out on here. Still kind of building up the YouTube. But at the same time, dude, Whatnot almost seems like some days it's harder to get viewers on there than it is on here. That's why I'm on here. I'm like, I gotta start building out. Now, I'm gonna try a different crawl this time that I haven't tried before. Everyone's been asking for crawls. So we're gonna do yellow on the belly and green. Obviously with a black back. Whatnot's been painfully slow for me the past few weeks. Now, my last show was all right, but I'm kind of really trying to get off of there. You kind of have to plan stuff like that, especially when you built it up, you know. $145. Which is good, but when they're only selling for, and I know this is going to be like, oh, he's bitching about making $1,000. It's not $1,000 after excise and costs and everything, and the time. I'm not complaining, just so we're on the same page, but and the thing too is I try to, another cost that people don't really add in, and this isn't anything against Whatnot, because people looking for deals, I'm not going to fault those people, but people don't add in the time it takes to come up with designs. That's the painting part takes a while, but to come up with new designs, that's where a lot of your time will go. See, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm branded pretty well. I want to keep doing online stuff, but I think it'd be more of something like this. See, did you see my last video, Sea Witches? You gotta start. I actually made a video about writer's block or painter's block. Let me show you this. There's a painting. It's a World War One painting. And I get the same thing where I don't know what I want to paint sometimes. So I'll look at old paintings. And it's called Merry-Go-Round by someone. I don't know. You'll know it if you see it. But I couldn't decide what I wanted to paint last night. And I looked at that thing, and this is what I came up with. and it's pretty wicked. Did you like it? I mean, this thing's pretty dang sick. Glenn texted me this morning. He said, "That's a." He's like, "That lure you just posted is badass." I'm like, you'll never guess how I came up with that. So I got another one I'm gonna do with another old painting, probably the most popular painting of all time. That's kind of a good. That's really a good piece of advice for anybody that's painting, because you don't. I found too that looking at other painters' work is just going to lead you down to trouble. Where if someone could accuse me like, "Hey, you stole that idea," I painted that from a World War One painting, big dog. The dude's not alive anymore. Paint the Mona Lisa. I wish I could paint that good. That would be. You could use the colors from it though. But I really find like contemporary art. It's kind of like what's his name, the pop artist. I don't know. When a lot of his stuff is kind of, a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's not art." I would beg to differ. However, it looks wicked when you apply those colors to a lure. Yeah, well, that's how it goes. Like, some of the guys would be like, "Oh, you're stealing stuff, dude." There's nothing I'm painting that someone else already hasn't tried. Like I had some glow in the dark paint a while back, and I'm like, I could make some glow in the dark lures. I'm like, how has no one ever thought about this? And then I saw the hidden crazy crawler, I think, the one that's glow in the dark. I'm like, well, I'm like 50 years late on this one. Yeah. Well, and that's the fun of it. It's one thing to take something exactly the same. So I came up with this, but if you add a twist, and I mean, it's like music. You could sample other artists, and it's never. I think where the line is if you're getting it exactly the same. But if you're using it for inspiration, or you see a stencil I use or a mesh or something, and you're like, "Oh, that'd be sweet to use that for this on a crawl or whatever." I I mean, a lot of the stuff I've found on my own, but then I get on YouTube and I watch a video and somebody will be using it. I'm like, well, like a dryer sheet, dude. I thought I was the smartest person in the world, and then I got it was Baker Build. He said, "You all got a really good stencil in your house that you just throw away." I'm like, he's gonna say a dryer sheet. Please don't say dryer sheet. He said dryer sheet, and I'm like, well, guess I gotta find a new stencil now. I was so disappointed. I knew the second I saw the video he was gonna say dryer sheet before I even played it. I'm like, no, please don't. There's nothing sacred anymore. It is a great stencil though. Have some crazy patterns with a dryer sheet, but you got to get the cheap ones. The good ones they hold together too well. But a cheap dryer sheet, dude, if you could paint some crazy designs with a dryer sheet. Now this is going to be a different crawl because it's bright yellow and bright green. But we want different around here, so that's what we're doing. Heck, I got one right here. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to spray it on this bait, but I have a piece of cardstock here. And I already have black lined up. I have not. The only thing I've been repainting are OG Slims. So here's, and this is a cheaper dryer sheet, so it's going to work pretty good. So I'll kind of give you an idea. So that's a really light spray at the bottom. I mean, that thing's wicked. I'm giving away one of my best secrets. It's got some crazy, crazy cool look to it. And who would have thought it came from a dryer sheet? Yeah, he said he had some, and he never got back to me. That's all good because I have probably 100 right now. What's up, Brandon? I appreciate it, bro. Gonna start having some more videos. Gonna start trying to post daily. I already paint daily, so it's not too hard to turn the camera on and try to get something going. A buck for an OG Slim though is stupid cheap. You can't get them cheap, really anywhere. A lot of times they're sold out. I'm gonna be ordering those DT. I'm a huge fan. I'm assuming you didn't mean a huge van. If you're a huge fan, that's pretty cool that I have a van as a fan. I mean, dude, even wholesale prices, Rapala is not cheap. Yeah, that's a steal. I'll tell you right now, DTs are not cheap. I mean, even wholesale, they're pushing $8. If you're just joining, double tap the screen, give me a like, follow. We're having fun today. I'm just painting whatever comes up. Right now we're on green and yellow crawls. Then I got 3 more blanks here, all ready to go at least. What was that? What lure? It's like a Yozuri blank. Sounds good, man. And that's another thing, just random off the top of my head. The nice thing about buying like Rapala to repaint or whatever, you sell it as Rapala. Like it's a legit Rapala. As I don't know why I just thought of that, but people like that. I think I still have. I do. I'm gonna say, I bought some more helping hands this week, and people know the action on a Rapala is good. You don't have to. You don't have to sell a Rapala to somebody. This stand's about to fall down. Oh, helping hands. Harbor Freight ones are so cheap. That's exactly, dude. They don't even have to try. I mean, they're the biggest balsa name. They might be the biggest lure in the entire industry. I don't think there's anyone that comes close to Rapala. One thing I do really like about Rapala too is they don't really get very gimmicky. Like they don't, for example, these prickly pears are the dumbest lures I've ever seen. Like it's the definition of to catch a fisherman. You don't really see Rapala doing stuff like that. They sell stuff to catch fish. Now those might catch fish, but come on now. The Bagley, I think Bagley has some of the best designs. I mean, I'm a huge Bagley fanboy. Like that monster shad. That thing is crazy. And I don't know who it was. One of the guys that worked there, I listened to a podcast. He started building cranks at like a golf course he worked at. It just so happened that one of the owners of Bagley learned about him. And he ended up painting for Bagley for like, that was his whole career after that, which is kind of crazy. I really like what are they? The ones that kind of look like bluegills, but they're in the shape of a bluegill. Claim to be a Bagley fanboy, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I am a fan, though. Just not that big of a fan, I guess. Live series, thank you. Those are wicked. I found, dude, I was telling you how I found those Owen hammers. That same place I went to. I went there last year. I found two of those. I think I paid $1 for both. A live crappie. I've never seen a live crappie. I'll have to look that up because that sounds pretty cool. Said you were tying spinnerbaits. You ever tied flies before? Bagley fat cats. I got one of those too. I got one of those. I'm holding out on those. Other than Bagley, dude, the only other thing I collect, and this is kind of morbid to even say, but Bill Dance new in the package. That's, you know, we all pass away at some point. I got like a tote full of Bill Dance. Oh, dude, absolutely not. Those things I'm holding on to. I really like Bill Dance too, so it makes it easy. If I didn't like him, then it'd be harder. But I really like them. They're some of the coolest looking lures around. There we go. Dude, that's a steal. You can barely get ones in the box for 15 bucks anymore. Here's a green and yellow crawl. What do I want to paint next? I know people want crawls this week. They've been asking nonstop. But I like to not do very many ones. I got a few. If you ever want them, let me know. I like Bill Dance, or not Bill Dance, Bill Lewis. I don't collect those though. You want to talk about one of the best lures of all time, though. Rattle traps are slept on nowadays. That's like one of the first lures I remember using. Just a chrome and black back, and it's still today. That's one that I'll throw all the time. I'm looking for some shit right now. Some green and gold. I don't know where I put it. The only monster shad I have, dude, is this one. This beautiful specimen. Look at that, $4. I wish I could go back and buy literally every single one of these for $4. I mean, I just like, you can see these. Obviously, these were hand painted. You can just tell by the spray. But I love up here. See the mesh? They have like some kind of. It's almost brown gold. If I told you how much I paid for that, you'd probably shit your pants. And in a good way, not in a bad way. I gotta find this color shift. I don't even know what a rattle and twitch filler is. I need to look that up. There it is. I'm behind the green. About $1. The dude had, it was an estate sale, and the lady collected lures. I drove like 2 hours, dude. I left here at 4 in the morning. So I'm like, I'm getting those. And the guy did me a solid. At first, I thought he like screwed me. I called him the day before. I'm like, hey, I see all these fishing lures. Is there any way I could come get them today? I'm passing through, which was a lie. But he said, oh, no, I can't do that. I just kind of, it does look bad on an estate sale company if they sell stuff before the estate sale, right? And I got on there the next day, and it was gone. All the fishing lures were gone. I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, don't tell me this dude sold them. But I'm still going to find out. The dude did me a solid. He removed the listing so no one would come for him. And I got tons of well, really only got I got two monster shads, a bunch of old Lucky Craft in the box, Storm pre-wrap in the box. I think I paid $100 for probably 60 or 70 lures new in the box, and then a ton of other lures. He said, like, so what do you want for all this? He said, $100 fine, $100 fine. I'm like, yeah. Try to hide your excitement there. You're like, oh my gosh. So it was about $2, I'd say. I know. I was like, I brought my wife with me, and I was like, I know, because I went down the rabbit hole. I'm like, if I'm driving this far, we're getting the shit. So I showed her. I'm like, it looks like the fishing stuff is in the shed, because I was on Google Earth. That's in the shed behind the house. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to get the good box. You grab the regular boxes. Because there was like 4 or 5 boxes. And, dude, we, we were in and out of the estate sale. I kid you not. We were there. We waited forever. But from when it started to when it ended, like when we left, was like 5 minutes. We were in and out, dude. And it cracked me up. All those people were like, you drove from where? I'm like, oh, they're like, well, what are you here for? Like they're joking. It was funny. Everyone's friends and having a good time. The second that thing starts, silence. Everybody is like, I'm getting what I came for. Cracks me up. I don't do estate sales anymore. But man, you can find some crazy things. And it seems like, oh my gosh. It seems like some people have started catching on with fishing stuff, but you can absolutely still find some crazy stuff out there. The biggest one I'm kicking myself for right now is this guy had a head, and it was expensive. I mean, I say expensive just relative to what you'd pay for fishing there. He had a what is it? Head and puppy. You know, like the ginormous Rapalas. He had one of those in a head and puppy. And I'm like, well, what do you want for it? And he said 150. And I said, no, dude. I'm still kicking myself to this day. You can't get those. 150 would have been a steal for that. That'd have been a really good deal. I think they sell for like 250, but it'd be something cool to just have. I'll be right back. I got to run to the other room really quick. Give me like 20 or 30 seconds. I'm almost tempted to, now this would make people cry, with that Bagley shed to bust that thing open and fish it. I know people would be so mad if I did that. Like, what is wrong with you? A lot, apparently. I'm going to do a chartreuse and purple crawl now. Yeah, it would pain me so much to open it though. But it would be really fun to fish that. I mean, they look like they'd be pretty easy. Matter of fact, I already have some that are fairly close to what that would look like. Doing a chartreuse and purple now. Here, I want to show you this. Let me grab one. I'm working on those glides right now. Dude, Matt has like almost every single board. Not he doesn't have all of them, but I know he has a huge board collection. Now, really, looking at this, if I wanted to make a monster shad, all I'd have to do is shape it down to a shad. I already got about the approximate shape of a shad, and I could turn that into a monster shad pretty easily. Tell you how much I've been painting. You said Matt, and I thought my brain went to he spelled Matt wrong. He needs to put an E at the end. I'm gonna change his name in my phone to that. It's fitting that he does Matt clear coats. I know you'd find that funny, dude. The nice thing with doing one of those monster shads too, if you carved your own, you could use screw eyes because you're not going to make that out of balsa. I sure wouldn't. You could just do screw eyes or cotter pins, or I have a Hagen's wire bender or whatever. I'll make real long twist and then 5-minute epoxy it in there, and they hold up pretty well. I mean, I already got the shape down. All I got to do is do a little more shaping, and then I think I need a break because I'm sitting here wondering why nothing's coming out. The brain rot's getting to me. It is about time. I'm gonna finish these up at least. Give me a sec. I'll take a look at it. It's almost kind of like a Joker crawl. I guess that's what I'm going to call it. What other colors are on a Joker? Is it red? I think I'm going to make this a Joker crawl. Change my mind about it. Do some red crawl lines. Let's take a look. Dude, that is sick. Bagley is best in the game. No debate. Was, I guess. Past tense now. I thought the bluegill was cool. That's really cool. And I've never fished one. I'd imagine they got to be great fishing lures. They got the right shape. They really do look like a fish. It's one of the few lures that I've found that I'm like, it's pretty remarkable how close they got it to looking like a fish. I have not. That's got to be old school. I did get some real old Strike King spinnerbaits in the package a while back. Hey, you need to talk to Muddy. He loves the old mans. That dude loves mans. I think he actually collects those too. I thought about doing that. Heck, I have a Hagen's wire bender. I just like crankbaits. I like painting them. I like building them. I could probably make more money if I were to do spinnerbaits. This is what I like. I don't know if he collects them, but I know he's a big fan of them. He sent me a picture the other day. He got a ridiculous lot of them. And I mean for dirt cheap. It costs so much money to be a master of any collection. Like warts, for example. I know he was telling me about like the mackerel The blue mackerel, I know those are almost impossible to get. I have no idea. He told me to go. I found a baby 1 minus, and he told me to go throw it exactly as it is. So I'm going to take that as a yes. Pink Bengal Tiger. I've never even seen that one. Should I do a red back on this, or should I leave it like that? I think I got to do a red back. That looks pretty wicked. Now I'm thinking if I'm going to do it, I might as well do white dots for the crawl dots. Sounds good, buddy. Nice talking to you, man. It's about lunchtime for me anyway. Need to find my white. There it is. And then there we go. Got the crawl down. Just joining, make sure you double tap the screen. Like the show. It boosts me up in the algorithm here, I think. Finishing up this Joker crawl right now. That came out pretty strong. That's fine though. It looks good. The Joker. Let's do the eyes. And then this one's done. Welcome in, everybody. Make sure you subscribe and double tap the screen. Give me some likes. We're just painting some fish fingers today. If you like this, I got more content on my page. All right, that one's done. We've knocked out 3 crawls today. I think I'm going to call it good there. Thank you guys for checking it out. I will be back sometime soon, so I appreciate it.